27 degrees. You wouldn't believe it, but it was raining a minute ago. So yes, we're in Zagreb, about to leave. We've got our local escort, Goran, to help us to the Slovenian border. Goran, who I nearly shunted into the road then because I wasn't paying attention. Great start to the day. Oh, look at that. Hopefully that's going to be going that way, and we're going to be going that way. That storm looks ridiculous. Hope it doesn't follow us. Sadly, you have to come back through that. Just come with us. So yes, as we battle through the traffic of Zagreb, well, we're on the far western end of Zagreb, so we're kind of not really in the city anymore. Sadly, we didn't get to see much of the city because we got here a bit too late, but through the wonders of Twitter, if you're not following me on Twitter, get involved with Twitter right now. At AndyManCam, but I just mentioned about how incredibly ball-boilingly hot it was last night. And then Goran, behind me, he said, "But where are you staying? Because me and my buddy are going to come and buy you a beer," which was absolutely amazing. Thanks, guys. So Goran, Edo, thanks so much for coming along and making us feel really welcome as we leave your frankly beautiful country. And now Goran, on his beautiful MT-09 Tracer, is going to escort us all the way to the Slovenian border before turning around and braving the rainstorm that we've just left behind us as we head solidly north all the way up to Vienna to catch the train back to Germany. The holiday is almost over. Last day, ladies and gents. Last day. Oh, I think something awful is going to happen. There they are, the hills that we're going to be riding towards, possibly around, hopefully through. I mean, the ones off in the distance, not these ones. These ones are the ones just behind Zagreb. 1509. Oh, Ian's sat-nav, he's got the Zumo 595, and every journey it adds an hour onto what my journey comes up with. And he's got curvy roads switched off. I love it, the fact that there is just a big bunch of hills right behind the city. Why can't I have that? Why does Hamburg have to be so flat? It was actually very sobering speaking to Goran and Edo last night, just talking about people who were around when this country was at war, how utterly horrible it must have been. It's just, our generation are really lucky in the UK to have not experienced any kind of war on that scale. I mean, yes, there's the whole terrorism nonsense, rah rah rah, which plagues us evermore. Snore off with your extremism. Kind of puts it all into perspective that this country, not so long ago, was not nearly as peaceful and as beautiful as it is now. Well, obviously it was as beautiful, but it was having the shit bombed out of it. But to hear about things that have gone on, things that have happened, is one thing, but to actually speak to people who were here when it was going on and experienced it, that's just makes it just a lot more real. Well, I'm afraid, ladies and gents, you just missed it, but that was the first U-turn with local company. Completely missed the turning, but anyway, here we are now. It's actually very refreshing to hear that from the local knowledge. Edo and Goran confirmed our worries that the white stripes are slippery. Apparently all over the place, they say that they paint them with the same stuff they do the walls in the houses. So no kind of grippery treatment whatsoever. So it wasn't all in our minds. Yamaha looks so good in the mirror. I've got to get me one of them. I've absolutely got to. Look at that crash helmet. Oh, he was happy about it too. He's one of those bikers that has to pick the flies out of his teeth when he gets there. Old lady in the road. Old lady in the road. She's done the old go to the middle and turn around like a cat does, but much slower. This is quaint. Yeah, very nice. Those hills off in the background are quainter though, aren't they? To get up there. Get up there! Yes, this is more like it. Getting into the stuff I was expecting now for our exit from Croatia. Starting to look dangerously valley-like as well, isn't it? Wow, they told us last night that this road was new, but it looks like they made it yesterday. Ding! Seal it bang! And like that, the trucks are gone! Oh, it is nippy in here. What a delightful road. I've been on carpets rougher than this. And now we're off to see a castle, because what tour is complete without looking at a castle? And he's turning off, look at that. What a ledge. Thank you, mate. This is the start to the day we were after, isn't it? Oh, what a great suggestion. Goran and Edo, you legends. Would have been a real shame to not have done this stretch. Bit stop-starty there after I was telling Eddie about how wonderful the booster plug was last night. And it goes up and down and left and right. It's everything you want. Oh, with a couple of wet patches from this morning still. That's what she said. Snack, crackle and pop there. Brought the Kellogg's with me, didn't I? This is where the castle is. Dvora Trakošćan. Oh wow, there it is. That's awesome. And this is where you live, right?
Yep.
Cool. Can we go up? Right, time for a bit of crazy, gravelly, off-roady shizzle as we go up a bit higher to the mountain. Mountain? It's not a mountain, it's a castle, you plonker. They are not the same thing. Cool. Thought they were coming with me. I've been ditched. They've left me to storm the castle on my own. God. Turncoat traitors, I'll have their heads for this. I am the only one without a nice shiny bike, so if I ditch it on the gravel, not such a big deal. Very cool. Couldn't do this in Neuschwanstein, could ya? Well, you could, but only on the donkey, whereas I bought my own steel donkey. Come on, love, you can make it. Oh, you're joking. Oh dear. Right, I'm going to turn around. That's as far as we go, ladies and gents. And the car's just got stuck, so... Oh, watch out for boiling oil, lads. Watch out. This is the worst point of storming any castle, when you get to do the U-turn when there's a dead end at the top. We're very vulnerable right now. Yep, here's one of the two of the defenders. That was close. Nearly had our heads off there. Oh, lovely little lake. Lovely view over the water. Careful, there could be archers around this corner. Watch out, watch out. Could chuck boulders down at us from up there. Right, I think we're clear of the boiling oil now, lads, but watch out for the longbows, eh? That's also what she said. At this point, I'm starting to wonder if maybe he misunderstood my question about can we go up. Of course, I was thinking on the bike, because my life revolves around this bike. I go from the lounge to the bathroom inside my flat to go for a wee on this bike. But maybe he thought I meant get off and walk. What kind of madness is that? There's no adventure in walking. Right, got to go and admit to them that I was defeated by the castle. My storming was unsuccessful. I think rather than storming the castle, I just gave the castle some mildly inclement weather. Couldn't get in.
Watch out because it's too soft.
No. Still too soft. Oh, you show off with your centre stand. Oh, castle storming unsuccessful, parking unsuccessful. I think today's a write-off. Should have stayed in bed. Anyway, I'm going to go and buy Goran a coffee to thank him for his hospitality. See you in a minute. Right, I'm going off-road. I'm off-road! I'm off-road in front of the castle. Ah, the faff of motovlogging, eh? The good old beep to sync. Right, tyres are a little bit cold to start with. There's the Slovenians who ruined my castle storming. What a splendid looking bike that is. It even looks good from behind. Those evil looking rear lights, like they're squinting angrily at me, taunting me as I chase after. Oh, finally the air is nice and cool as well. But sadly the last twist's ruined by this camera just refusing to work and a little bit of traffic, but let's see what we can do about that, shall we? Catch that, Goran, thanks very much. Angry looking Yamaha's throwing stones at me, Mum. headroom. Yeah, all over. That's the end of the last wriggly bit in Croatia for our very gracious escort, Goran. And we've sadly lost our follow-up party. I do hope they're alright. Well, this is it. This is the border, Slovenia. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for showing us around. It was great to meet you.
And thank Eddie as well.
It's a little bit short time and everything, but
Yeah, no, but that little stretch is fantastic. That's, it makes up for it a bit. Enjoy the rest of your day. Cool, so should we...
Yeah, it's a bit hot, isn't it?
okay, guys.
And thank you very much.
Right, safe.
Cheers, thank you. When Andy's ready. We call this Andy faffing.
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 Faff, yeah. He has to faff with his cameras and get them all ready.
Right, take care, mate. There he goes, our gracious and incredibly friendly guide for the last few hours. Thank you so much, mate. Thanks for looking after us. That was a real good crack. That little stretch of road was brilliant. And that's that. We're off. Goodbye, Croatia. Thank you so much for a, quite frankly, fantastic time. That was awesome. If you're a biker, you're stuck for where to go, get your ass to Croatia. That was bloody brilliant. So now it's just through the tongue on the east end of Slovenia, which we will be getting into in a second. I'll see you in Slovenia.